Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So today we're diving into PowerTrade's June 2025 recap. And trust me, this is a wild one. So hello, Bernie.
Yeah, hey Fred. Good to give an overview about what we saw in June. Yeah, it was quite chaotic, and the market movements, lots of volatility. And I think on PowerDEX we crushed it. We had the Fed drama, and with oil spikes, crypto whiplash. If you were trading options, definitely a good environment to be active.
First of all, let's talk about how macro volatility equals opportunity, particularly on the crypto options world. So just to set up the scene, the Fed held the rates at 4.5%. And we had oil prices spiking, particularly on Middle East, due to tensions there. And Bitcoin dropped below 100K, then shot back up to 107K. So it was a total roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where options obviously shine in that volatility. It's a fuel for traders to take trades in options. While most people were kind of panic selling spot when it went below 100K, we had PowerDEX traders printing on both sides, via calls and puts. So Fred, maybe tell us a bit what were the sort of best trades of the month that we saw in June.
So, fortunately, we had some clients sharing their P&L cards, and it's quite easy to do in the PowerTrade platform. That's totally recommended. We completely support that because we want to understand when you make money out of PowerTrade. That's very good. Just to mention the top trade highlights. And well, we had some Ethereum calls that returned 10x, and some altcoin puts that went from 20 to 50x. So quite an active, particularly on the altcoin space. But the reality is, volume-wise, XRP call options dominated. There were a lot of policy and event-driven events out of this, but the number one altcoin by volume was by far XRP.
Yes, and we also launched, we had 10-minute and 1 hour degen options on Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, BNB, XRP, and Doge. So around CPI and Fed meetings, traders were able to scalp big moves, within minutes, given the short expiration of those degen options.
Yeah, and we've seen traders getting up to 10,000x leverage without liquidation. So that's a quite unique tool around the options and crypto markets. So we do recommend checking it out. It's a fantastic tool, and imagine you can make 10 times your money before your coffee cools down. So that's PowerTrade's edge.
Yeah, and I think as well we continue to offer the broadest range of altcoin option markets, 80 more than any other options DEX, a centralized exchange. Plus, there's about 100,000 contracts available for trading. As we said, the degen options are 10-minute and 1 hours, but then the regular altcoin and BTC ETH go out to March or June 2026. So quite a lot of variety to choose from. And as Fred said, on the hourly and 10-minute options, you have no liquidation risk. So you're getting insane leverage, 10, 15,000x. So, you can own a full Bitcoin sort of exposure with options at a minimal dollar amount, no liquidation risk, super fast expiries. So it's definitely something to check out.
And definitely don't forget the RFQ tool plus the order book combo. So that it's actually a fantastic tool, and it works both for degens and institutions alike. So there's a lot of options to actually go there and trade and find the right measure for your risk and reward expectations.
Yeah, that's true. It's quite simple. We have an AI chatbot as well to help you set up RFQs if you've never done it before. So
And
I think yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, continue to the June recap. So at the mid month, we had a crash, but options actually saved the day. So if we go back 3 weeks in time, there was a sell-off after the Iranian headlines. So Bitcoin dumped and altcoins tanked nearly 30% by then.
Yes, and that was the time where traders obviously buying puts can hedge their spot positions, or they can just outright speculate on a crash. And in that environment, an option that is further from what the price is at the time when you buy the option, and then if it drops 30%, that's where you get extreme leverage. And again, if you buy options and you deposit USDC, you have no liquidation risk. So this is the perfect time, where those hedges with put options come in handy.
And that's a reality we saw, particularly in June, and around volatility events. So the spot holders cried, perpetual hold or traders got liquidated, but the traders, PowerTrade traders and options traders actually collected, and it's quite simple.
Yes. And I think looking at to July, obviously there's more Fed noise, CPI prints, ETF flows will be closely monitored, and the geopolitical situation. You got Trump against Musk again in the second round fight. So it will be an interesting month, and obviously it's holidays, so we've seen already Bitcoin and ETH volatility quite under pressure now towards the end of June. So we'll have to see what comes around in July.
Yeah, definitely. That means also more volatility, which is ideal for options trading.
Yes, and Bitcoin as well has rebounded quite sharply after dropping below 100K. So we'll see if it can take out and make a new all-time high over the summer. Will be interesting to see. What do we see, I guess, on the technical setups that traders should be watching, Fred?
Well, what we're seeing is Bitcoin is cooling above 100K, which is, of course, a psychological trend and resistance level. So there are some indicators that might be suggesting that breakout can be happening soon. That's one to watch. But also Ethereum. I think we have to watch closely the 2.5K level, because there might be a clean breakout zone as well. But of course, particularly this week, that we started with some XRP news regarding the US possibility of trading XRP and making it happen, as we've been expecting for the last couple of years. So XRP is actually in a triangle setup, and it's ready to rip, I think, above $2.3 level. So that's another one to watch. But Sol as well, Solana has been showing some bullish flows lately on PowerTrade. It recovered the $160 level a few days ago, and then it dropped down to 145. But Link as well, we've seen a lot of interest in Link options, particularly on the call side. So that's an interesting one to watch as well.
Yeah, I think it's, if you're just having a spot position, then you're not really playing the market both ways. You're basically bullish. You have no protection if the market goes lower. But with options, you could just buy a call and a put and say, I don't have a clue which direction the market is going to go. And you can still profit from having that, both a call and a put on. So I guess wrapping up, the June kind of recap. I think July should be an interesting month. Check out PowerDEX. You can start, with just a call option or a spread, or even try a 10-minute or 1 hour option. Minimum sizes are quite small, so you can get started with small account sizes. And I think Fred as well has been putting out some really good analysis on our blog, PowerDEX, and then you type blog in the search bar. And also, please check out our X account, PowerTrade HQ, for recent updates and daily insights. Fred, anything from your end in closing?
Yeah, just to mention all the options we have available in PowerTrade. So take a look at the educational articles we have. And I think PowerTrade's the future of altcoin options. So good luck with your trades.
Great. See you on the next update. Take care.
Okay, bye.